What's good with Fat Gang? It's your girl Mikki checking in, guys. And today, we are kicking off season 4 to our celebration of women in business and small business owners. I am extremely happy, guys. Thank you for all the support you have shown throughout this series. But today, we are joined with Miss Keima, who is the owner of Mommy's Products. And I am going to go ahead and hand it right over to her so she can tell you all about her and her business and everything that she has got going on.
Hey everyone, so I am Keima. I'm the owner of Mommy Products. We specialize in 100% natural skin and hair care products. Majority of our products can be used from head to toe, and they range from shea butter, African black soap, shampoo, foot oils, body butters, everything in between, massage oils, and things like that. And we also have a kids line available. Some people are very specific about sharing products with their kids and things like that. So we recently dropped our kids line a few months ago. And yeah, you can find us on Instagram, Pinterest, Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, pretty much all social media platforms.
All right. So, first of all, I just want to say congratulations on your business. I know that it's not easy to run a business and be a mom.
No.
That's two different careers right there.
Right.
So, but what made you start your business? I know, like, getting into the skincare and products like that, what made you do that?
I started off with the daycare. Um, and I never really had anyone to watch my kids, so I wanted to do a low income daycare. The pandemic started, and I had to find another hustle. My husband asked me, like, what else do you do all day? And I was like, I take care of my kids. Like, I bathe them, I give them showers, like, what I do all day. And he was like, specifically, what do you do all day? And I was like, deal with, my acne, deal with my hair. And so pretty much I had eczema on my neck and my kids had eczema, and I just ended up selling my products.
So these were things that you kind of started for you and your kids, and then you were like, "Hey," with your push from your husband, you were like, "Okay, let me
Yeah.
get into this and really see what I can do with it." Yeah,
Right, right. And then from there, I started with the shea butter, basically. It was pretty simple, it was unrefined, and it was just, like natural in our house. It was like natural for us to just use shea butter. So I started letting all my friends know. I started promoting it on Instagram, but I wasn't really super familiar with Instagram. And so my husband was like, you have this huge backyard. Why don't I start doing vendor events and you start helping me find the vendors? So he started to promote himself. And then someone out here that was already big, they basically did a flyer and promoted the event. It was like really unexpected. And I started selling products in my backyard, and I started charging people to do their, set up their booths and stuff like that. And it just took off. And then I started selling my hair oils that I use for my hair. And it just took off from there. And I started adding more products. And
okay, so I'm talking about we full swing over here. We try all kind of things and what we can. So I'm loving that. So, and first of all, where are you located?
I'm located in Sacramento, California.
Okay, so you're not that far. I'm in Vegas. I might have to come out there for one of those events. We have to do some things. I don't know if you're still doing, but I ain't that far. I'm always down for a road trip.
And so, yeah, I started like the day after I only had 10 jars of shea butter, and I sold them to all my friends in Fairfield. We drove to Fairfield. I already had them like pre-ordered before I got the product and all that stuff. And the next day I went to a beauty supply store. They were African, and they asked me for 20 jars of butter, and I just gave them the butter. So really, it started in the beauty supply before I actually set up the vendor events. And one of the vendors introduced me to the Instagram business side, and she told me like follow her and whatever she tags me in to just follow her lead. And from there, it just took off. So
that's really really good, and I love the fact that you had that courage in the beginning to go out, like you said, to like those beauty supplies and things like that, because some people, they think, oh, I'm never going to be able to get in there, so they don't go, they don't even try, they don't, but in business you do. When you're starting out, you have to put yourself out there to be able to let people know what your product is, because they don't know about it, they can't buy it. What's the point, right?
And I was familiar pretty much with like ordering and people working at stores and they order shipment and stuff. I was a store manager for a long time. And I would have to order product. And most of the product comes from like small businesses or they come from vendors. I worked under Japanese people, so I was like straight to it. Like I'm gonna go put my stuff in a beauty supply store. They'll wholesale from me, and they'll take my product and they'll put it on the shelf. So, and I knew that I had unrefined shea butter, like I had the real deal. So I knew who to go to, and I knew what products to compare my products to. So like the yellow shea butter, I pointed it out on the shelf, like you guys know, like this is not what it is.
Okay.
So take my product. So yeah, that's pretty much how it went down.
I love that, and like I said, the confidence to believe enough in your product to know, like, no, this is the real deal. I know what this is worth, and I know what I'm worth as far as my products and wholesaling and everything like that. So I love that, and it's so amazing and great that you had that coming out the gate, because with myself personally, I didn't come from like my clothing background or social media. I went to college for law enforcement.
Okay.
I was supposed to be a probation officer, or my goal was a criminal defense attorney. But then I had kids, and I was like, I don't want to be away from my kids all that time. So I was like, I'll be a probation officer. But yeah, see, and it's just so crazy how life goes. So when I started, I was like, okay, all I know about clothes is what I like,
Right.
what I like to go get. And I'm like, okay, now I can talk about it, but how do I introduce that to someone else? How do I, make them want to support or make them feel like this is worth for them? So that was a process for me. But it seems like on the other hand, it was easy for you. Which
it was easy. It was easy, but you kind of, just like online, it's hard to reach your target audience. I feel like it's easier when you put your feet to the street, like where your audience is located, so you can kind of go. Like I knew not to go to the Japanese people, which I don't have a problem with them. Like I said, I worked underneath them, but me targeting an African beauty supply where they came straight from the Ghana, where I got my product from, that was like, I knew that it was going to be like a go. Right. So and online, it's hard. It's really hard to find your target audience because not everyone takes care of their skin, or they don't have like a skin routine, or not. It's not, self-care is not every day for most people, or a lot of people don't know about natural skincare, and they don't pay attention to it. Or you have some people who use like a 5-step skincare routine when I only use a 2-step skin routine. So it's a lot when it comes to like online shoppers and stuff like that. So I would say it's way easier on the street than it is online, but I'm keeping at it.
I mean, and like you said, in the beginning, you kind of have to do what is going to work for you, what you're most comfortable with. Because with me, I used to go to flea markets and things a lot because I'm from inner city Chicago originally. So it's like, I understand my background, my, way of living. And I'm like, okay, I want to reach for my product, my everyday people. I want to reach those families who trying to go take family pictures at the mall like I used to do,
Right.
people who want to dress casually. So I had to go where I felt I could relate to the potential audience and crowd that would be coming, but where I felt comfortable with at the same time starting out. So I used to go to flea markets or swap meets and set up because you could pay like $20 for the whole day and you just gotta talk to people and
Right.
stuff. I started pop-up events, like pop-up shops. There's a lot of research that goes into that some people don't know about. You have to find out, where it is. Are they doing promotions? Are there other vendors just like you? Like there's a lot that kind of goes into pop-up events. So, and sometimes it was like, well, if I'm gonna pay 50, $75 to go to a pop-up shop on a possibility, because it's still a possibility, I can just pay 30 and I could be at the swap meet for twice the time, make double the money, and the ones I was going to, they had little carnival activities for my kids. So I was able to focus on what I was doing. They were entertained. So, it was easy. So I really feel like you said, it really just depends on what works for you. Like you said,
Right.
you have those connections or you have an idea of where to go, where to start. And at the end of the day, it's about putting your foot in the water, getting out there and seeing what's going to work.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, coming from like a merchandising and marketing background, it was easy for me to like build my email subscribers and do my packaging and branding, but reaching my target audience online is like the most difficult thing for me. So
And keeping up
yeah.
with those trends. I mean, like that's the big thing now. It's a trend. So you're like, okay, I have to make my product relate to this trend. I got to be out here dancing and all this and that. I have to, and I'm a bubbly person, but it's like you got to do a little bit to get me there. I just don't come off like that.
Right. And that's what I was saying a few years ago. There was this lady and she was trolling me on Instagram. And I think pretty much everybody knows her on Instagram, but she gave that vibe to everybody. And I was like, she was like, yeah, you have to be a little bit more energetic when you're on your lives. And she would pick at me on the lives. And I was like, this is not Starbucks. Like, you're not about to get, I don't work for Starbucks. You're going to get me, and that's what you're going to get. You could do all that goofy stuff on your page, and you could be fake with these people, and you can be scripted, but they're going to get this, what they're going to get. Like I'm not, and I'm already not a live type of person. So for you to come on my live and, criticize me, I get it. You gotta have the energy, but you also have to give your own energy. It's not about, algorithm or the trends. For me, I feel like people buy you. They buy you. So if you're trying to be like everybody else, then they're not gonna get you. So I just try to be really authentic and be myself. And I'm realizing like the stuff that I don't want to post, the stuff where I'm being myself and the things that I don't want to post is what people want to see. So
And like you said, that is a thing. And that's something I had to learn too, because I was really trying to follow a lot of trends. And sometimes you have to hop on something because it's just really hitting. And that's, but like you said, it's all about being you. So it's like making that trend work for your business, but still being able to reflect you out there. Because like you said, it's people buy into you. They don't know your product from the next product. So you are what sells that product and what makes a person comfortable enough to spend their hard-earned money with you. So you're building those connections and relationships. Because for me, even when I go to like some of the big brand places, Walmart and Target and all that, it's still like, okay, how was my experience last time with them? Was my product okay? So even in going through smaller businesses or growing businesses, as I like to call them, you want to get to know that person, because now I have the opportunity to get to know that person, so I can kind of know a little bit more about them, how they operate. Now I'm a little more trusting in their product.
Right, you have to give like a false sense of trust. Even when you go to Target and get a product, you don't want to go back there because of the customer service. So you be like, forget the product. I don't want to go back just because of the customer service.
So, but yeah, I mean, like you said, it's all about being authentically you and bringing your life to your product. That's how you're going to be most comfortable trying to market and promote your business. That's how people are going to be more comfortable and relatable to you because, like you said, that customer service, baby, that's the biggest thing. And
Right.
as a growing business, we have to be, I guess, like you have to really pay attention to that because for us, all we have is word of mouth. We don't have like all these different branches here and there, and everything. So we have to be that the greeter every time. We have to the customer service has to be on point throughout the entire process, like after the process,
Yeah.
and even on those days you don't feel it. You're like, oh my God, I just want to stay in bed. I just want to go to sleep. And you're like, nope, I have to get up. I have to put my face on and I have to go do what I have to do. And I always say it's kind of just like being a mom. Like you don't get a break from it. It's something that
Exactly. Look at this one.
okay. My daughter done came in here twice already. You just didn't see her.
He keep coming back and forth. He like, Mom, I need juice. I need this, and he's so picky about his shirts and stuff. So he's about to put this shirt on and take it off. He's been going through all his baby clothes. He's going through a phase because he's 4. So he's
My
starting to
youngest
speak
is 4
full
too.
sentences. He's starting to speak full sentences and be picky about what he wants to put on and where he wants to sleep. And like he has a say so now. So it's like,
Yeah, that's how I am. I have 3 girls, 12, 8, and 4.
I have 3 girls and 1 boy. So have a 13-year-old. She'll be 13 next week. And then I have my 10-year-old, and then I have my 6-year-old, and I have my 4-year-old. So
Oh,
it's
wow.
like a time stamp all day.
Yes, boy.
Every 2 hours is something.
Yeah.
It's something every 2 hours, including the husband, because I like to include him. Not saying he's a kid, but I include them all the same because they
Yeah.
always on schedule.
Me and my husband have been together 16 and a half years, married 10 and a half. And I'm telling you, it's a process because that's
Yeah.
a hat you wear. It's a mom hat, it's a wife hat, it's the business owner hat, it's the me hat that gets in the back somewhere that I have to keep pulling out every now and
You
then.
have
But
to pull it out. Like where did I go? How
okay.
did I get? I asked my husband the other day, I'm like, do you feel like I lost myself after having 4 kids? And he was like, where? He was like, can you still look down and see your feet? And I was like, yes. And he was like, then you didn't lose yourself.
I know you're like, no, you know what I meant. But I mean, and you really do have to take that time for yourself because you will get so lost in everything that you have going on. You won't even realize that you haven't did something special for you. So that
Right.
was something I had to learn. And that's why I do like my self-care Sunday videos because not only do I hope to help someone else with those videos, but it reminds me every week, do something for you. Do something for
Yeah.
you.
Just that time, yeah. Like even if it's just an hour. I started actually taking an hour out of my mornings. Every morning when all the kids leave. My son is here for this week, but I take an hour out of my mornings for ministry and just for myself, like just to wash my face and take my shower and listen to a little bit of music because we as women, a lot of people don't admit that, we get depressed. You'll think about one thing and it'll be stuck in your head that whole time. So I did go through a stage where I was losing my confidence and I just felt like I didn't have nothing for myself. And if I didn't get up and do something with my business, then I would be really depressed. And I had to, just like push through that. So I started doing my ministries in the morning. You have to keep your faith. And I just started taking my showers and just like nurturing myself. And when I would put on my body butters and stuff, I would, like look at myself and caress myself. And, like I had to be grateful for my skin and my hair and just everything because, some people, they have issues with their skin and they get depressed about their skin, and I had to be grateful for the stuff that I did have. Like I have a head full of hair and I'm able to walk around. A lot of people are not walking around. A lot of people aren't breathing through their lungs. So I had to kind of, get my confidence back.
And I like your openness to admit that, because as women, we do. And sometimes it's not like you just don't like yourself, but sometimes you just get so caught up in doing everything for everything that you do. You neglect yourself and your needs. And so by the time you realize that, you're like, oh, it had been so long, you have to reconnect with yourself, refine those things that really help you and do it for you. So, girl, that hour that you take, if that is what is going to help you keep your mental and keep grounded, that is, girl. My thing is, let me watch a movie. Whatever
Right.
movie I pick, that is my time. I'm gonna watch this movie. I shouldn't have to pause it. Just let me be during my movie. So those are my things. My movie time, my bath time. Look, I done told y'all 2-3 days in advance. Everyone know about it. I wrote it on the board. this is my
Right. Sometimes you have to go back and like remember, what you did before your husband and before your kids. And I used to just be chilling. So I'm like, let me go have me a chill moment. I used to turn on TLC and watch before I even had kids, I used to watch the baby videos and stuff like that, the Teen Mom and stuff. So now I look for little shows on Hulu and I was like, get out.
Okay, let me put sister back on and feel like a teenager again.
Right. Watch some YouTube and I've been watching like the 25-year-olds and stuff. They've been enjoying their life and out chilling. So
I remember
things
those
that bring
years.
me back to my childhood. I write poetry. I told everybody on Instagram I was going to try to do it every Thursday, but I kind of just do it whenever I pull out my journal and I feel like it. So I couldn't commit to doing it every Thursday, but that's something that I do.
Let me tell you, I used to do slam poetry in college. So
Oh, wow.
yeah, so if you do a Thursday, give me some notice. And I'm a little rusty. I haven't wrote in a long time, but I would love to hop on something.
Yeah. Okay.
Love that.
I'll let you know. I just put a little bit of everything about me on my page, even though it's for skincare. I feel like some people can relate. I follow a lot of women, so I try to be uplifting. I try to be helpful, and I just feel like a lot of people can relate to different things. So
I think so too. And I mean, granted, it's a business, but at the same time, you have to be able to really let a person know who you are. That's all about still connecting with your audience, connecting with your customers. They have to get a sense of who you are to feel sometimes that connection, to want to support. And sometimes when they feel that connection, it could be from, like you said, that video where you didn't even look your best, but it was so real and so authentic. You might have pulled them in from just that video. They just shared it to 4, 5, 6, 7 people, and you know what I'm saying? So I do too. My page is not just my business. It has to be other stuff, because I'm not just my business. Like that's a piece of me.
like, even though I have a personal page, I don't really get on it as much, but I just feel like if it's something that I'm doing and it's not about my business, like maybe a funny reel or something, there's always something in the background, that pertains to my business. It's never really all the way personal. I try not to post like food or I post other businesses mainly in my story so that on my feed it won't take away from my business. But yeah, it's always something in the background. So
I love that. So before we get out of here, I want you to be able to kind of talk to everyone, let them know where again they can find you. If you have any specials coming up for December, so that they'll know kind of what's coming ahead and everything like that.
So you can find me on Instagram at mommy_products, also at mommy_products Keima. So I have two pages. One is a backup page. And then also you can shop at mommyproducts.shopify.com. You can also find us on Pinterest, Twitter, Facebook, Pretty much everywhere. If you go to the Instagram page, it'll take you to the website, and you can find our Pinterest, and you can find our Twitter. Um, we're all over social media. And then for December, so right now we are just restocking. Right now it's a low time for businesses. So I am putting a lot of stuff on the website, but for December we'll be able to give you guys bundles. So I plan on doing skincare bundles because a lot of people like skincare bundles. And we probably will have a 50% off for the Christmas season.
So y'all heard it here. Make sure y'all go ahead and check out her website. Get those bundles in, because baby, y'all want to get them Christmas gifts in. Y'all want them to be nice. Y'all want them to be unique. And y'all want it to be something you can just go get anywhere else. So make sure you guys hop on her site, follow her throughout her social media. She is very active on social media. So make sure you guys follow her. And just show her that support, guys. It's all about growing and networking and building our brands, and we can all do this together by supporting each other and pushing everyone's name out there. There's enough out there for everybody, so don't be selfish. If you can't buy right now, that's okay, baby. We understand. Follow, comment, share, all of that helps. So make sure you guys are doing.
Definitely subscribe to the email list, to the YouTube channel. Just subscribe, and that will help.
That's because I love my emails. I love when I get my emails. I'm like, oh yeah, let me plan that down me on this day. Let me go ahead and put that down. So girl, I'll be on there. I'll be stalking, but it works. So
I send my emails out Wednesdays and Sundays, and on Sundays I usually do like a 30-minute skincare routine with our products. So I like my email list.
Right. See, y'all getting all these little gems for y'all business. She's giving y'all where she's gonna be and how she's doing it. So make sure you guys lock in to her. So guys, before we get out of here, be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Support a friend, tell a friend to tell a friend. Make sure you share this video out with anyone you feel like can use this advice, has a small business, has an established business, just may need a touch up. This is a great video for anyone. You can share it out to also moms and women alike. So love you guys so much. Thanks for stopping by the den. And until next time, guys, I will catch you later. Peace. For you.